The sweetest bananas and juiciest mangoes in the village came from Mohan's garden.
The harvest has been very good this spring, Basanti. This time, we can get a huge profit by selling them in the big market of Vijayanagar. What a delightful smell. Give me 2 dozen.
Give me one dozen bananas.
Give me 1 kg.
Give me 2 kgs.
Someone bought 1 kg of mangoes, someone bought 2, and some bought bananas. And then there was such an aroma that even Mohan could not stop himself.
It's mine.
What's in it, brother?
Buy some.
So, is it eatable? Can you give me a little?
If I give it to you, then what would I eat?
In return for 6 bananas and mangoes, Mohan took the payasam from the man.
Do you have more?
If you want more, why don't you cook it at home?
What's the recipe?
After taking a lot of mangoes and bananas from Mohan, the man shared the recipe for payasam.
Basanti!
Huh?
Basanti! Oh, Basanti!
Huh? Why are you so happy? It looks like you have made a very good profit.
Forget the profit. Today, I have savored something that has lifted my spirits, made my heart happy, and my soul truly satisfied. Wait, let me show you. Here I put the sugar, a little ghee,
Huh?
and some dry fruits. And the payasam is ready.
But the pot is empty.
But my mind is not empty, Basanti. I have brought all the ingredients to prepare the payasam. Just take these and start preparing.
But we don't have any wood.
I'll bring it quickly. A bear! Save me! Where did this bear come from? I made a mistake! Spare me! Not today, Mr. Bear, because today is my turn to eat.
Will you eat me?
No, Mr. Bear. I was talking about the payasam. This is entirely my fault. If I had not thought about eating payasam and not come to the jungle to gather wood, I wouldn't have slept. The wood wouldn't have fallen on you. It seems like my dream of having payasam will remain just a dream.
Payasam? What's this payasam?
Payasam? The taste of payasam? Ah! Wow. The aroma of payasam? Wow! Mwah! If you haven't eaten payasam yet, then you haven't eaten anything good.
And it turned out the talking bear was also fond of eating.
I also want to eat payasam. Will you feed me too?
But I'll need some more wood for that.
You only concentrate on the payasam. 100, 500 logs. I'll bring you as much wood as you want.
Okay. 500 logs would be enough. I can use them for the entire month.
So I will.
What? A bear? People invite their friends and relatives, and you invited a bear?
Oh no, Poor Basanti, what could she do? She started making payasam for the guest. The payasam was ready. Now they were waiting for the guest.
I can smell the aroma from here, and I can't resist. What say, Basanti? Should we taste a little bit?
Why not? But only a little bit.
As soon as the lid was lifted, the aroma of the payasam spread. And it became difficult for both of them to wait. They began tasting with a spoon, then moved on to a bowl, and then to a plate. And eventually, they couldn't resist and started eating directly from the payasam pot.
Oh no, we ate all the payasam. What should we do now?
Wondering how the bear would ever know the taste of payasam, they decided to mix the leftover rice with adulterated milk. Whatever it turned out to be, it was now ready. Both of them thought that if they wouldn't be home, how could it possibly matter whether the bear liked it or not?
Payasam!
Driven by the temptation of payasam, the poor bear arrived hungry and immediately began to eat. But how much could he possibly relish the payasam, made with the adulterated milk and a few grains of rice, and without any dry fruits?
Where will you escape? I will not leave you. After all the praise for payasam, what have you fed me? The day I'll find you, I'll teach you a lesson.
Oh no, our house!
Jaidev was a poor laborer. His only property was his horse, which he loved very much. And it was also his sole means of livelihood. However, due to debts, he had to mortgage his horse to the miserly Udanka for a few coins. Jaidev worked hard day and night to collect coins. And after a few days, when he had gathered enough coins through his relentless efforts, he happily went to Udanka with the coins to get back his beloved horse.
Take all your coins. Now just return my horse. Where is he? Where is my dear horse? Why can't I see him?
Your horse! How beautiful and lovely it was! I tried my best, but this is all I could save.
What are you saying? And what is this?
Your horse?
What?
Only his tail is left. The rest has been eaten by the wolf. Forgive me. I couldn't save your horse. This tail is what remains of him.
My dear horse.
Now this is called money for money and added interest.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention. This is Veervara, Jaydev's best friend. And quite clever too.
Jaydev, my friend, what happened? Why are you crying?
Veervara, my friend, what should I do? Tell me. My horse, my beloved horse, is no more. And I'm so unfortunate that I couldn't even see him properly for the last time.
What? But how? What's this?
My horse's tail.
Tail? And where is the rest of the horse?
The wolf ate him. Only this tail is left. Udanka tried hard, but couldn't save him.
What, that miser Udanka?
Yes, I had mortgaged the horse to him. Now I'm feeling very guilty for mortgaging my poor horse.
To Udanka? And why did the wolf leave just the tail? There must be something fishy. I'm so sorry for your loss, my friend. But don't worry. I will bring you the horse back. This is my promise. Just give me this tail.
Tail? But why? This is the only remaining part of my horse.
Trust me, my friend.
I don't know what you're going to do, but my friend, I have complete trust in you and your intelligence.
I've promised, Jaydev. But where do I start searching for the horse? Who is there? Who is there? Huh? Udanka? Think of the devil, and the devil is here. Udanka? And this horse belongs to Jaydev. My suspicion was correct. But this time, in his greed, he has messed with the wrong person. Hmm? Yes, this idea might work. Oh, come out! Come out! Come on, bring the treasure! Quickly bring the treasure!
Oh, treasure? What did you say? Treasure?
No, I didn't say anything like that.
No, I heard. Just now, you said Udanka's ears can never be deceived in this matter. Money is honey. And what are you pulling out of the hole?
You're quite clever. Now I have to tell you. My magical horse has entered this hole. And look at his tantrums. He's not ready to come out.
Magical horse? How can a horse be magical, huh?
Yes, it absolutely can happen. Look here, look at his tail. This horse has the unique ability to sniff out treasure from anywhere. It seems there is a big treasure hidden in this hole. So he went inside. Now if he comes out quickly, the treasure will be in my hands. And all my sorrows will be gone.
Treasure! Awesome!
Sir? Sir, do you have a bag?
I do have a bag, but it has a big hole and not useful for anything. But I have a horse. He runs very fast. If you want, you can take my horse to your village and bring a bag. Meanwhile, I'll keep an eye on this treasure. I mean the tail.
Yes, please come here and hold this tail.
Veervara immediately takes Udanka's horse and leaves from there. Udanka mysteriously laughs at him.
He was trying to act clever with me. Now the treasure will be mine, and so will his horse, Mani's heart. Oh! What? What is this? Where is the horse? Where is the treasure? Oh, no! Oh no! This is the same tail. He played my trick on me. He made a fool out of me.
Meanwhile, Veervara goes straight to Jaidev with the horse.
My horse, my dear horse, now I will never let you go away from me again. Thank you, my friend. What would have happened to me if you were not there? You are my true friend. You have the solution for every problem.
No need to say that, friend. Friendship is not just a duty, it's a responsibility. Now take care of your horse, or else I'll take him away with me.
If you like this video, subscribe to our channel Murthy Media.